Welcome, welcome, welcome. A warm, warm welcome to all our viewers, all lovely people out there who have been so encouraging in looking after this show and absolutely telling that how they are getting inspired by these beautiful women who are coming on my show, inspiring us and telling us how by simple techniques we can work on our self-worth and self-esteem, and no person, place, situation or thing can decide how I want to live my life. So in this series, I'm so thankful to each one of you, and I'm so privileged today that I have a lovely, beautiful, gorgeous Maya out here. And as the name says, Maya, it is a very glamorous name, I'm sure. So, Maya, welcome to our show at Powerful Me.
Thank you so much, Parul, and it's an honor to be here. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And continuing, Maya, as I was discussing, that, in my journey of 25 years of life skill coach, so many times and working with a lot of women, young adults, I realized that so many times we give the living, the way we have to live, that power to others. And then later on, we blame or we feel guilty about things. So, this show, the reason to start this series for me was bring beautiful people like you who are beautiful inside out and share with us your stories, because then the viewers can know that it is not something out there where we have to achieve something, it's all within, right? So let's know more about you, Maya.
Thank you, Parul. And as you said, nothing is out there. It's right back here. And till the time we find ourselves in here, we will be the football of the external circumstances. And I am Maya Dwajan, and two names. And everyone, in all our scriptures, we say that, the path of discovering who you are is starts with one question: who am I? And all of my life, it has been a confusion between my two names of Manju and Maya. So, yes. And Parl, if I can, the way the labels, what I work with, and those are important, at least, to tell others, hey, this is what we do. But I would say I am a energy practitioner or a light worker, which is beyond the labels. But yes, you need few of the labels for us to kind of go with, so that we can tell others that, hey, this is what I do. And so one of few of those are it's a personal transformation coach, wellness coach, or I work extensively with emotions, and I have been a trainer and coach and a mentor with more than anything else, the one which I ran away from most of my life, and today I proudly claim it, is being an intuitive healer.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
so this is something which I do, and it's been a passion.
Mhm.
Passion was not to become passion, became profession later on,
Superb.
but it started out in trying to kind of put my fragmented pieces together.
Superb.
And it was like, अभी तो यहाँ पे बहुत सारा information हमारे पास में है for during our time now, today's times, for people who are stepping into or have got some little extrasensory abilities. But during my time of growing up, any of those psychic experiences would scare the hell out of me, because there was no one to tell me what it was. So जिससे भी बोला, they said, पागल है क्या?
True, so
That
true.
was the fear. That was the fear. I said, no, I don't want this. I don't want this. Anything that was showing its way to open up, and I'm like putting the door shut on that I want to be the normal person. I don't want any of these experiences to happen.
Yeah.
Well, what you resist persists.
Persists, absolutely.
So, yes, so here I am. And my journey started as this one with I was with hospitals for almost about 8 years, working as the inpatient administrator, as an hospital administrator, and so many experiences parallel there. And at that time, I was a non-believer.
Mm-hmm.
I was to the level that you explain, you tell me what is happening, why it is happening, only then I will believe it.
Wow.
And but I would have patients telling me, and we were dealing with all kinds of scenarios every day, whether it's death, near death, whatever it was. And I had patients telling me that, hey, so many of these stories that we hear about, that we were there and there was light and you were sent back, and all that stories I had heard years and years ago. And I would say, sir, बहुत ज्यादा injections वो सब दवाई गया है आपके अंदर, so that's why the mind has so. But all this stayed. But somewhere later on, that became something happened in my life where I crashed, and well, the known world didn't give me any answers, so I had no choice but to seek out. I had all the choice. I made the choice in that no choice situation. So let me correct it there. So that was my foray into alternative healing medicine, and it's been about 23 years, Parul, and I haven't looked back.
Superb.
And it's been about 15 years, as 15 to 18 years as profession. That was not a part of my game plan, but it just progressed into it.
Superb. So, wow. And while you're saying it, I can feel it because, I see something common between you and me because I am a daughter of a doctor. My father's a radiologist and a family physician. So, I've been grown up. So, while growing up, it has been logic in my life. And I can really relate to it because around 10 to 12 years back is when I met somebody who a very dear friend of mine. And, she was into past life regression and all these different alternate, therapies. And when she used to talk about it, I said, what are you saying? Come on, that doesn't, And over the period, trust me, yes, I started at least believing that at least I believe it or not, but let's not defy it because I don't know. Right. So I think this is beautiful and I can really relate to it. But for my viewers, I'll always say this is one message I always feel that whatever you believe in doesn't matter whether you believe this or you do not believe that. I personally have learned in my life, which I will agree, that we should be open to receiving whatever is happening. And whether through any therapy, whether through any counseling, whether through any coaching, if I am able to work on myself, because ultimately you are the driver of your life, right? So coming back, Maya, I always love to ask lovely people like you that, we see such a beautiful lady out here with a lovely, red bindi out here, so poised, so calm, it's like that, right? But I know behind that face, behind this personality, there has been ways by which today you have developed certain techniques or certain ways by which you are grounded, right? But life, is it that simple? Have you never faced challenges in life? Will you like to share?
Oh yeah, Parul, thank you for asking. I tell everyone, it's if I stand for something, it is all about restart over and over and over again till the time we get it. I have failed. I'm using that word with a lot of awareness.
Yes.
And I have fallen, I have failed, I have crashed. And it was during my college years, like in my third year, and I was this, into college politics. I was that go gung, and everyone knows you that, hey, this person epitomizes strength. And everyone would, lean on you for support, but no one could make out when that strong person was crashing. Right. And we become, that the स्ट्रेंथ का जो विनियर है इतना स्ट्रांग लग जाता है कि आपको समझ में ही नहीं आता है कि आपको भी मदद मांगने की जरूरत होती है जब तकलीफ हो रही है. And I crashed at around 18 years. That was the first time of a gung-ho person who was so involved with everything. Within a month, I slipped into, just could not get over crying, would refuse to meet people. And I was having so many body somatics. And years ago, all the best of doctors were treating me for the body symptoms, which was controllable till the time the medicines were on. But the moment the medicines would stop, it would just start all over again. And it was in retrospect that I later knew that it was a clinical depression. That was my first episode. And the only thing that got me through in the phase of that 6 to 8 months, a young girl of 18, 19 years who did not believe in God, universe, whatever, all this was not known,
Yeah.
was a prayer. And that was for our family. It doesn't have much of a religious background. It comes from, I'm not saying all armed forces families or defense families don't have background. My family did not have it too much. So, and but only I knew that it was Shiti Sai Baba was there,
Right.
and that was some English prayer which got me through. And years later, I crashed again, and postpartum depression never got. At that particular time, I knew, because of my years of experience in hospital, when I was telling doctors that something is not okay, look at it, all the doctors, best part is said, madam, positive socho, sab theek ho jayega. And I am like, forgive me for these strong words, कौन negative सोचना चाहता है, but बताओ तो see, there has to be a method in madness. If I could think positive, I won't be going through this.
Right.
And so the second time, this postpartum depression continued for next 3 4 years, which went undetected. And I was doing everything what I could within my limited means. And at the age of 30, Parul, I crashed completely. And I lost my hearing in one ear completely. I lost my balance and I crashed mentally. And all test reports normal. There was no reason why a 30 plus 31-year-old healthy, because test reports were not showing anything, why this level of a crash. And that day I stood out, and I remember standing in front of all Babas, this one. I said, listen, I am not ready to sign off my life as yet. I am open to follow whatever comes out to me. Show me a way out.
Wow.
And that's when they say, when student is ready, master appears.
Yes. Yes.
Things started to happen.
Superb, superb, superb. Wow. So, wow. I mean, it's so interesting. I just got lost in what you were speaking, and I could just visualize you being there. And what I get from what you said just now, that faith in whatever it is, faith whether in God, in spiritual being, in whatever universe, or somebody whom you are close to. I always believe that as coaches, mentors, what even Maya is saying, understand, as counselors, we always say never hesitate to ask for help, never hesitate to have that faith, because absolutely that faith is something which will drive you completely somewhere, right? So amazing. So what just to sum it up, what is your message to the viewers, Maya, that if they are in such things, what should they do?
I would say faith comes later. It is just be open to experiment, receive what is it. And I would tell everyone, be yourself, have faith in yourself, and do not hesitate to ask for help. Own your story, only then you can change your ending.
Own your story, and then only you can change your ending. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So thank you so much, Maya, for being here. I know this is just a teaser which we are doing right now. I'll be re-inviting you, because this the whole idea of starting this platform is to inspire by true stories, to tell people that it's not different. Nobody is born different to deal with life. We all are ordinary people, but we have the capacity to do extraordinary things, right? As you beautifully said, that so much is there if you take accountability and charge of your life. And if you think, yes, Maya can, then you can always think Parul can, then you can always think, why can't I do it, right?
Exactly.
So
Absolutely.
thank you so much, Maya, for
Thank you,
being
Parul.
here, and really love that, and all the best to you. I'm sure you're doing such wonderful work of making difference in people's life. We will surely, get back to you, and any of our viewers who want to connect with Maya. Maya, will you like to speak out your email ID or something? Suppose somebody wants to connect with you. We will love that this program brings a lot of collaboration also together where people really need some help also. Yes, Maya.
Absolutely, Parul. It's Maya Dwajan at yahoo.com.
Very
Simple. It's
simple.
the name at yahoo.com. So,
Very
yeah.
nice. Very, very nice. So, thank you so much. Really
Thank you.
inspiring, beautiful. And we'll be back, viewers, very soon with lots and lots of other wonderful human beings, wonderful souls, wonderful people who are wanting to make difference in somebody's life. But first, what they did was they are ready to take charge of their life. So, with that, we'll be back soon. Thank you so much for being there with us. Watch out for this space. And as I say, keep alive, be alive, and do not just survive, because we all have just one life, right? So, on that note, thank you so much. And we'll see you soon, Maya, in other
Thank you so
ways
much.
also. Thanks a lot.
Sure. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.